If you want to be a successful content creator, you got to do these 5 things every single day. So if you're wondering what you can do to increase your chances of success as a content creator, I got you. I have a checklist of 5 tasks for you to complete every single day. So as a content creator, you're pretty much running your own business. So each of these 5 things help you focus your attention on parts of your business that do need attention every day. In a business, there's customer service, there's marketing, there's actually creating the product. There's so much that goes into being successful as a content creator / business owner. So how can one person manage all of that? Well, we took the most important parts of running a business and condensed it into this daily to-do list. So let's get into it. So task number 1, post a reel. I know it can feel intimidating as a content creator if you're just starting out and you can feel like you're annoying or posting too much, but I promise posting 1 time a day is necessary to grow on Instagram. So when you're creating your reels, you wanna focus on 3 things in every single video, okay? You wanna have a really good hook, you wanna provide value, and you wanna have a call to action. So your hook is the first 2 to 3 seconds of your video, and that is what's really capturing the attention of your viewer. So by capturing the attention of your viewer, I mean, first off, you wanna address who you're talking to. So in a lot of my videos that I post, I actually straight up say like, as a content creator, or if you're a content creator, just so that content creators know that I'm talking to them. And then I also capture their attention by alluding to the value that I'm going to be giving in the video. And then when I think about the value that I want to provide, it doesn't look the same in every single video, but I do make sure in every video, it either educates my viewer, entertains them, or inspires them. So when I want to educate my audience, I'm normally talking directly to the camera, or I'll have a bunch of educational tips in the actual caption itself. And whenever I am giving this education, it's always something that I either have personal experience in, or I've done it myself, or I've learned it from others and now I want to teach my audience. In these types of videos, you're really able to share your own expertise. And then I always love entertaining my audience, of course. So when I want to entertain them, I'll usually use some kind of trending lip sync audio. Maybe I'll do a little silly dance or something, just so my audience is able to see my personality. And when I want to inspire my audience, I will either share a customer success story of a creator that I've worked with, or I will share stats about Stan and how many creators have made $1,000 this month. Or I'll even share my own personal success of the week. And then once you provided your value, you can go into your call to action. And your call to action really is going to be dependent on what your goals are as a content creator, whether it's growing your following or directing your audience to a product you're selling. And if you are selling a product, posting about that product can be your video of the day. And I actually would recommend that because your audience needs to see what you're selling at least 10 times before actually making a purchase. So when you are marketing your products, your reels can be pretty much the same as what I mentioned before, having a hook, providing value, having a call to action, but that call to action will tell your audience to go purchase your guide or your course or whatever it is you're selling. And then if you're not selling a product yet, that's totally fine, but you're growing your following instead. So your call to action can be super simple. Just say, hey, if you like this, follow for more X tips, so that your audience knows that that's the type of content that you post, so they'll want to follow you for more. And then whether you're selling a product or just focus on your following, you're still going to want to nurture your current audience. So to do that, that takes us to task number 2, post on your story. Instagram's algorithm is actually super smart, so it's gonna show your stories to the people who engage with your content the most. So in your stories, you wanna show a lot of behind the scenes content, you wanna show more of your personality, you wanna really build that relationship with your audience who are already engaging with you. So when it comes to posting on your story, you don't have to be as methodical as you are when posting a reel. However, you do still wanna make sure that you give value in some way. And that value can look different than when you're posting a reel, because again, when you're posting a reel, you want to be like educational, inspiring, entertaining. But when you're posting on your story, you do want to focus on building trust with your audience and showing who you are. So giving value on your story can look as simple as just sharing an experience that you had in your day and how you learned from it or how it impacted you. So one example of this that I see all the time is from Abigail Pugh. And what she does is she teaches people how to make money selling digital products. So I will see on her story constantly her actually just with her family enjoying her time and saying, thank you, digital products, for allowing me to be with my family. So her story actually inspires her audience, lets them know that what she's doing allows her to give her free time with her family. And then also her audience knows that she's a family gal, so they like her even more. And like I said before, the algorithm will show your story to your audience members who engage with your posts the most But the algorithm will also push your story out to even more people and even non-followers if the people who view your story are engaging with it. So here's how to get even more engagement on your stories. So there are 5 really simple engagement hacks that I use on my stories, and the first one is just a poll. So a poll can be used in a lot of different ways. If you're selling a product, it's a really great way to gauge what your audience wants from you. You can literally straight up say, hey, if I am gonna make one of these 4 products, what would you want from me? And then you're able to see exactly what your audience wants. But then if you're not selling a product and you just want your audience to get to know you more, one example that I did actually was I've been posting running updates because I got into running recently, and I pretty much asked my audience, I was like, hey, for my 3-month goal, what should my 2-mile goal be? And they all answered for me, and that's what I made my goal. And then I've been posting running updates about my goal, so my audience is like in it with me. And then the second engagement hack is using the quiz feature. The quiz feature is super similar to the poll, but instead of leaving it as an open-ended answer for your audience, you have an actual correct answer. And the other 3 engagement hacks that I use is the Ask Me Anything box, the slider feature, and also the sticker button. All super easy ways to just have your audience engage with your story so that it can be boosted to even more people. So now that you're building trust and building a connection through your stories, you have to continue to nurture that relationship through your comments, which leads us to task number 3, reply to all of your comments. So when it comes to nurturing your audience, what I mean by that is really just making your audience feel seen and heard and actually want to continue viewing your content. And one of the best and easiest way to do that is just by replying to their comments. This really all boils down to just treating your audience like humans. Because just think about it, if you are at a coffee shop and the barista has an outfit on that you like and you say, hey, oh my gosh, I love your outfit, and they don't say anything back to you, oh my gosh, would you ever compliment that barista again? Would you even want to go back to that cafe? Versus if you complimented the barista and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you, like I got it from this place, you should check it out. You would feel so happy that you complimented them in the first place, and you'd want to compliment them again in the future. Now, I'm not saying that every single comment is a compliment and you are just saying thank you, but if people ask you questions, if people say like, wow, this was great, you want to make sure that you reply to them so that they feel seen and heard, so they're going to want to come back and comment on your future posts too. And not only will your audience feel seen and heard when you reply to them, but even other people, if they see that you are replying to all of your comments, they subconsciously see that you are bought into your business as a content creator. So by you replying to people's comments, you actually unintentionally impact other people's perceptions of you and if they can trust you or not. And then to top it all off, bring back the algorithm. More comments equals more engagement. And guess what the algorithm looks for to push your videos out to more people? More engagement. So by replying to all of your comments, you build trust with your audience and you get more views. It's a win-win. Okay, so we're continuing on the train of building trust with your audience, which takes us to task number 4, DM 5 of your followers. There are infinite ways for you to utilize DMs to either connect with your audience, build trust with them, offer personalized support, ask for reviews. DMs is the place to be. So when you go to pick someone to DM, I would recommend choosing someone who follows you and already engages with your content because they are a warm lead. And a warm lead is a super basic business term for someone who is already interested in you or what you're selling. And the opposite of a warm lead is a cold lead, which you might have heard the term cold emails. We're not going to be doing any cold DMs here because as a creator, there's no need to go and find new people who aren't following you to try to build a connection with them if you already have a following. Utilize the people who already know you. If you're still focusing on growing your following, your DM can be as simple as, hey, I saw you commented on this post, just wanted to say thank you so much for the support. And then in your DMs, I always recommend always including value. So in this case, even though you're just thanking them for support, you can always ask them like, hey, what are the kind of content you want to see? Or make it even easier, do you prefer X, Y, or Z content? Because then you're making them feel like they matter. And then if you're actually offering a product already, when you reach out to someone, you can say, hey, I saw you commented on this. I actually have a guide that I think can really help you. Or I offer one-on-one coaching. Do you want to hop on a free 15-minute call to see if I can help you out even more? And that's just such a great way to take people who already know you and just make them love you. And another great way to create lifelong fans of yours is to pick out those people who you notice are consistently liking your posts or always commenting on them and then offering them something special via DM. This can be as simple as you reaching out saying, hey, I see all of your support on my post. I just want to say I really appreciate it. I actually have a 50% off discount for you here. Or I actually want to give you this $30 product of mine for free because I appreciate you so much. And that is how you turn your followers into a loyal community. Okay, so now you've posted a reel, you've posted to your story, you've replied to all of your comments, and you've DM'd 5 of your followers. That takes us to task number 5. Spend 20 minutes taking action towards your next big thing. Whether it's just coming up with the idea of what you want to offer or actually creating it, like making one video out of the video course or writing one chapter out of the ebook or working on upsells through email marketing, you need to continuously be putting effort into you and your business. Too many people get comfortable with the fact that they have the intention to grow and succeed so much to the point where they actually don't even take action. And as a reminder, intention means nothing without taking action. And that's why it's so important to dedicate just 20 minutes a day to taking action towards your goals. Well, that's everything. You now have a checklist of 5 daily tasks complete in order to set yourself up for success as a content creator. And if you want even more help, we post videos like this every single week, so make sure to subscribe.